A local veteran wounded in Iraq 15 years ago wants to give back to others who have served as well.
And as News 5's Olivia Fecto shows us, he's working to raise money to help other veterans pick up a new hobby that helped him regain some normalcy when he came back home.
I grew up in Cleveland. I'd always been around Lake Erie. I had never been on a sailboat before, but there was something I always liked about it.
Someday, Jim Alunni-Finley would learn to like it even more, but first he'd serve in the U.S. military. From 2003 to 2006, he was a Navy Corpsman, a medical professional serving with the Marines.
I deployed with 3rd Battalion, 25th Marines in 2005 to Iraq, and we had a pretty rough deployment. 48 Marines and sailors were killed in action, and over 200 of us were injured.
Alunni-Finley was among those injured by a suicide bomber. His tour was cut short. He spent a month at Bethesda Naval Hospital before returning to Cleveland, where he received a Purple Heart. In the hospital, he learned about programs available to veterans. Years later, he took part in one, a sailing camp in Annapolis.
Then getting back on the water, especially with fellow veterans who were just as green as I was at learning this, was just a lot of fun.
Alunni-Finley, now a firefighter and the fire marshal for the village of Chagrin Falls, wants other veterans to have that experience. He's trying to raise $35,000 to restore a sailboat called the Intrepid.
It's a little rough. It's an older boat, so it needs a little bit of work. So we're hoping to bring it back and take other guys out on it, teach other veterans how to sail.
This boat, built in 1968, was used in the Naval Academy for years. Now, after it gets a facelift, it may sail again with veterans on board. And for the last 10 years, it's been sailing with the Sea Scouts, part of the Boy Scouts of America.
It's a beautiful boat. It sails fantastically.
Richard Gash would know. He's the skipper for Sea Scout Unit 41, Intrepid's other name.
We're excited that we can hand it on, pass it on. And we also have the opportunity to utilize it as well. So it's a win-win for us.
For Jim Alunni-Finley,
I guess it's my way of giving back at this point.
it's a chance not only to connect with some of the people with whom he served, but to help other veterans as well. Olivia Fecto, News 5.